Hey, Chris, you're on. We can see it.
Cool. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I got started in real estate in 2010. I was sleeping on my girlfriend's red IKEA couch. I had a bar and restaurant that failed in '09, and I didn't have a lot of money to spend on lead generation. And I had the Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission calling me, like people you don't want to be calling you. And so I needed to make money really, really fast. And so, I was prospecting, cold calling, all those things, but it wasn't digging me out of the hole fast enough. And I wrote a book kind of about my journey. I'm happy to give this book for free to all the YLOPO customers. I'll figure out how to do that. But anyways,
that's awesome. Right on this call, you got a discount on BombBomb, and you're getting a free, amazing, awesome book. I love it.
Yeah. So basically, in 2010, I was like 24, 25 years old. And in my first 3 years in real estate, I got in that third year to closing 100 million in sales, and did really, really well. And there's one specific thing that was really like the lever that helped me explode in 2010. And I found out about this by accident because I had met a guy that owned a car dealership, and he also had owned investments in RV dealerships. And he started telling me about how RV dealerships, car dealerships, the mattress stores, all these places that sell other people's products. You see them on radio, TV, billboard. They spend a ton of money, and they're getting something called co-op dollars from all these other vendors, like the banks. They finance your mattress through, your car through, or whatever. And so in 2010, I started calling people up. I actually didn't call up a lender first. I called up a home warranty company, homeowners insurance company, a couple other people, and I was shocked how many people would be willing to work for me. How many people have seen on Instagram all these people in bikinis and guys flexing, and they got the big protein thing, and they're like, yeah, let's buy my protein. And so this has become a big thing in the last couple of years, and we've seen these supplement companies skyrocket by using people that aren't celebrities, but they're influencers in their own right. And so you guys can go research this now. The National Association of Realtors says that when a home sells, the average economic impact in your community is over $86,000. So back in 2010, I started researching how many different local businesses that don't compete with one another, right? So not going to 26 different lenders, but how many different local businesses can I go partner with to help put in co-op dollars into my marketing? And at a time when the market's getting tighter and people want to spend less money, what do you think people think about if you were to send them a message like, hey, what do you think about doing some joint marketing together and share in on the costs? So I'll talk to you about some of the deliverables, some of the very specific things we do for local businesses. So number one, social media posts. All of you guys have a Facebook page. Hopefully you've got engagement on there. Post about the local businesses that you recommend. Do live Facebook videos with those local businesses on your Facebook page. If you have, if you're using something like viral marketing or some kind of email tool like BombBomb, do an email blast to your database where you interview other local businesses and put this other local business owner that you like on the spotlight. Another thing we've done is we've taken all these different vendors that are super passionate about their respective industry, and we've integrated them into our training program. So we're hiring agents, right? And a lot of agents don't know about roofs or different tiles or flooring or whatever, carpet. So we've actually integrated all these vendors into our training to help educate our agents, to help them become market experts. Something else that blew my mind is I had this moving company I worked with, and he told me he was paying $200 a month to get access to active listings in the MLS so he could direct mail them because there's a high probability of them moving. I was like, dude, would you give me $100 a month if I sent you the active listings? So some other things you can do is integrate these local businesses into your buyer and seller guides. You can have a vendor list of people that you send out to clients during the option period when you've got negotiations specific to inspection related things. And then literally probably one of the coolest things I did. And so 2010, literally I'm sleeping on my girlfriend's couch, and I didn't have time or money to host some fancy mastermind. And I called up, I got a homeowner's insurance guy on board. I got a contractor on board, a GC, handyman type guy, a roofing company. I got, they say homeowners insurance and home warranty. And then I got I ended up getting a title and title company and a mortgage company later. But my first little mastermind, like we met at a breakfast taco place, and like, you know, Napoleon Hill went around in a circle, like what's everybody's greatest strength and what's their greatest weakness, and each person was helping each other out. So like, you know, the thing that we have as that's a massive value add to most small businesses is we know how to lead generate and convert leads better than anybody. So like, you guys know sales scripting, objection handling. Like, think about what a plumber goes through, or like a roofing company. Like when somebody calls up, a lead calls up, right? Like their call to action is, oh, I'll give you a free estimate. And what do? They like show up, give them a free estimate, right? And then like leave. There's no like building rapport, like establishing themselves as an expert, you know, differentiating themselves from the competition, right? And then like closing them. They just like literally drop off a piece of paper. So like, imagine educating all these other local business owners on this amazing skill set all of us have picked up on through lead generation and lead conversion from working stuff like YLOPO. Imagine sharing that stuff with all the other local businesses in your community. So I got a little practical exercise for all 600-700 people, and I want to challenge you right now. Get on your cell phone, open up your cell phone right now, and I want you to open up your text message, and I want you to send 5 text messages. That's it. 5 text messages, 5 different people you do business with that are like kind of like in your sphere, like maybe your go-to roofing guy or go-to general contractor, or, you know, like maybe it's a lender or title company or homeowners insurance guy. Like there's so many people we touch as agents. Like we're literally ambassadors to a lot of other local businesses. So I want you to send this text on the slide deck, send this to 5 different people. And then I'd love for you to comment in the chat box. And I want to know what kind of response. Like people, like I know some people might, like Robbie's been talking about mindset. A lot of people are talking about mindset. Like you may be thinking all the reasons why this doesn't work. But like, there's a lot of people cutting their advertising spend. So if you're willing to like go in half C with somebody else, like that's a huge value add. And like small businesses still need to keep generating business. So anyways, do that on your phone right now. 5 people. The last little nugget I'm going to share with you guys. This was released on Facebook 72 hours ago. Facebook has got a grant. Literally, you don't have to pay it back for $100 million. So I've got a link in the little speaker section here. I can put this in a chat thing or whatever you want me to do, Howard. But you can go online and apply now. You apply now, and then Facebook's going to send you an email. They're going to begin the application process in the coming days, and they're going to select 30,000 small to medium businesses to get access to this $100 million. And this is something you don't have to pay back. So, Howard, if I don't know, you know, if anybody wants, I asked my,
so Kiwi, I know you're listening. So we got, you know, 3 to-dos. You know, Chris, our community, on behalf of our community, I can't thank you enough to offer this book to everyone in the YLOPO community. It's amazing act of caring and kindness. So Kiwi, number 1, let's post, talk to Chris. Let's post how people can get the book, because people are already chatting. They want the book. Let's post the link to the $100 million grant. And of course, we'll post the copy of the slide deck and all decks.